Hello, in this video I want to take a look at what we shipped as part of the 0.12.0 release of Chocolatey Agent. So let's go ahead and jump in. So on docs.chocolatey.org you will find the release notes for the Chocolatey Agent and everything that we shipped as part of this release. The first one I want to call out is that the dependencies of the 0.12.0 package for Chocolatey Agent have changed, and that's now the case that the Chocolatey Agent now takes a dependency on the 2.2.0 release of Chocolatey extension. Now that is all to do with the fact that as part of an uplift of all the Chocolatey products to address a vulnerability that was found in Log4net, which is the logging platform that we make use of across all the Chocolatey products, we have basically chained all the dependencies together now. So we've uplifted all the Chocolatey products to use a newer version of Log4net, and that's why the dependencies have changed. So the recommendation really is to go to the lowest Chocolatey product you have. So whether that's Chocolatey Agent, it will then install the latest version or the required version of Chocolatey licensed extension, and then that will install the required minimum version of Chocolatey itself. So that's the first part that is included in this release. The other they're sort of harder to explain, and I'm not really in a position to demonstrate them, but I'm going to talk through them. The first one was a bug fix related to Chocolatey Central Management, but it was actually an issue in Chocolatey Agent itself that was the root cause of it. So what we found was that if you were using Chocolatey Central Management on target machines that were Windows Server 2012 R2, when you created a CCM deployment, what would happen is that the first deployment to that machine would work perfectly. It would do exactly what you wanted it to. But any subsequent deployment would result in an inconclusive result. And it would do that. Every subsequent deployment would be marked as inconclusive, even though it succeeded successfully, or it would have succeeded. It would have succeeded successfully. The issue there was to do with the system management automation assemblies that we make use of. So essentially, the execution of PowerShell within the Chocolatey agent. And it was specifically an issue, a commingled issue with running Windows Server 2012 R2, running a specific version of PowerShell, and then potentially running a specific version of .NET Framework as well. So what we put in play was a workaround to prevent the issue from occurring. And that was an upgrade to the Chocolatey agent, the background service that CCM utilizes to perform the deployments. Now, what we found is that has been resolved. Now, the target testing that we did was specifically on Windows Server 2012 R2. Now, it may have been occurring on other machines as well, but we do think that the root cause analysis that we did, the fix, should then work across any other combination of operating system and PowerShell version that it's affected on. The second one here, as I was digging into this and figuring out what the problem here was, I also noticed that there were some scenarios where not all the information from the CCM deployment attempt was making it into the log file that's ultimately sent back to CCM. So there was a small fix in there, which was basically to say, to ensure rather, that all of the log information is captured so that when you're looking at any deployment results in the central management website, that you've got all the information that you need. So that was it. A couple of small issues there that were addressed at the same time as we did the uplift of Log4net. So if you've got any questions about that, feel free to reach out. But if not, thanks for listening.